Stand and open with the pledge.
of America and to justice for all.
Present.
Here.
Here at, and within, while waiting for our,
Just get a motion to accept agenda for
Sorry, I'm going to be a little.
Yes.
Trustee Clark,
yes,
Trustee Hannah.
Yes.
okay, so all the minutes are in front of you. We're gonna start with January 20th, been out there for a month or more.
From the individual or can we just?
all the minutes are in front of
Individually or-
A minute individually, right?
you. They can do them all at once.
I guess we all support. Okay, February 3rd meeting, written.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
Trustee Clark,
Yes.
Trustee Jesper.
Yes.
Request a motion to approve the new rates not to exceed $143,707 for Otarma and authorize the township administrator to sign the commitment to continue membership with Otarma for our insurance. This is our property and casualty insurance.
So move.
Second.
Want to do any discussion on it or?
Trustee Clark,
Speaker shows up. She's stuck in traffic. Okay, Mike,
Actually, two Chevy Tahoes, there's a year and a half on one of them. Heading to Coughlin, we're gonna put the other, with that 252.
Trustee Jesper.
Yes.
So we have, until we get things set up in the back office, we're gonna request the purchase order probably at the next meeting, so we get, they kind of understand what we're going through. We get to go.
Do they have cars on the lot?
Outfitted. Or this
Yeah,
is just-
we have a person that does that, has a business.
Right.
But right now, I think turnaround time with most of the whaling and Satina stuff's about 2 months.
the records are, our former FA went through and added,
On the cameras today, they've been carrying them for a couple of years. The Historical Society just recently added a portion for the plus years.
As far as the public works and the code in the general, it was reviewed in '23 and there has been no changes since then.
The only thing we had changed on ours, we added the physical building security, closed circuit recordings. We have body cams on our cruiser cams already on redaction, so we added that. The other item was cruiser activity logs. We do not do those anymore. We have for, I think, since 2022. It's all in our records, so we're not cutting trees.
good.
And I think those were the only two items that we had to update. Everything else is still, most of our records are set by the ORC
Okay.
as far as the police reports, criminal investigation stuff. So there's not much there.
The auditor, and since 2018, our commission meetings. So we're gonna take care of that with Kathy and get it on.
So we'll follow with the Ohio Historical. I guess what it is. Yeah. Ohio History Connection.
That's what those new huge buildings are, right next to it, right? Aren't those all buildings? Like if you drive past Ohio History, I think those new big gray buildings, I feel like when I was there, I remember.
So the old square building out front, because I actually did a lot of research on the police department to find out when we started, all that way back when.
Yeah,
All-
new buildings are just, or aren't
Unless
those
they moved
for,
up to those, I don't know.
I feel like they might, I feel like that's why they were building those, to like,
They
for
have-
records retention. I think that's what those new buildings are, just for all these records, so.
Thank you guys for going through that and I just thought it'd be wise to just get that stuff updated and we could eliminate some of the stuff and start clean with it. UFO and everybody's up to date on stuff. Okay, our speakers, that's what our company can do for our township. Yeah, so, plus, and then around there. Kathy gets one right here too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any kind of structure here,
Nope.
David, or?
Nope, just-
Okay, perfect.
It works for you.
Awesome. Hi, I am Macy Pigman, and I am a serial entrepreneur here in the Columbus, Ohio market. So I help people not only get into franchise ownership, but I also own a franchise myself. So I own a franchise called Scully Mitchell, and we focus on cost reduction for businesses, nonprofits, governments, what have you. If you have a vendor and you have needs for vendors, we can help you. So what does that look like? We are these uniforms and linens, and we're running overages where your contract agreement might not be meeting the needs of what you have now, or you might not need those anymore, so reevaluating that. And especially merchant service rates change twice a year. Keeping up with PCI compliance can be a headache. That's something Scully Mitchell can help with end-to-end for you. So we're not here to take anyone's job, so taking a look at what you have and where we can see if there's any opportunity for savings. And if there are savings to find, then we just ask for a portion of those as our fee. Otherwise, there is no fee to work with us.
This is stuff I sent out a day forward. When the last that problem said we couldn't do it.
Why
Well,
your
we know
organization
others-
couldn't do it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We just want to move forward. So
You just
I
wanna
know
move
that there's
forward.
cities that accept them, so
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
explain what you can do to help us do
So what I
that.
can do to help you guys set up, if that's something that you don't already have set up, I can well to make sure you can get the best price possible, and they're with local vendors as well. And through that, we have a team of consultants that will go through my certified vendor plus a few other vendors, come back to you and present those to you, and you get final say of go or no go, and you get your choice of the pick of which of the value reports you'd like to
If
do.
you work with,
So another thing that we just utilize within 2026 is also utilities. So your electric, your water and sewage, and your natural gas, as well as FICA tax credits. So if you have 5 or more W-2 full-time employees, we can take a look at their FICA tax credits by just signing visits for all of your pets, adds prescriptions for you, and PT and OT. You can also get a pay increase.
program we have for like
So
our
it
health
coincides
benefits.
with your current
Okay,
benefit.
okay.
So it's not replacing anything, it's not an added cost, it's
Okay.
just in conjunction with what you already have.
Okay. Do you have any questions, Dave?
Any questions?
You guys have any questions?
Are you working with any local governments now in Franklin County?
Not as of right now, this is the first local government I've been able to get in front of.
I met Macy through Amspirit.
And Spirit
Um,
Business Connection.
Jerry Swain invited me in meetings on Tuesday mornings, and it's area business people that come together and work to help get referrals for each other's businesses. And that's where I met Macy. She's the president of the local, the Upper Arlington chapter of that.
Yep.
And I met with her, and she went through the whole program, what she can do, analyze anything from our chief said he gets compressed gas.
That's what the cost categories that David and I had talked about, but we also, like it says on most of those flyers, we have 14 plus categories we can take a look at. Absolutely. And a lot of it too is, for instance, because we're not industry limited, I work with some manufacturers who they want us to look at their fuel invoices, just so now their head office person doesn't have to look at 50 fuel invoices every month from every 200 of their drivers. So that's something we can take off of their plate for them as well.
But, so you only get paid though if you find,
If we find savings, correct.
okay.
And if we don't
But
find
like-
savings, we just present you with a no findings value report and
Okay.
move on to the next category. That just happened for a client of mine. We couldn't find any savings for their waste. We let them know, hey, you guys are fully optimized from what we're able to find out. We couldn't find you any significant savings, so we can move to an hourly fee engagement, but it's probably in your best interest that we just say this is.
In a contract with that.
So we're not going to take you out of your contract for
Right.
any of your utilities. All of your utilities is adding actually a backhouse coding system so we can typically see about 20 to 30% savings if you're spending over $10,000 or more
A year,
a month.
a month. don't think we're at that.
Yeah.
No.
I do have other agencies that we can get you in connection with as well. That is a little bit of a higher standpoint just because it's a newer category for us. So I can see that also coming down within the next few months.
Probably about 30, 40,000 a year.
From what I saw, 5 or 6,000.
What would you say is the biggest pain point for any of your vendors right now?
The what?
What is your biggest vendor pain point? For the vendor that you, let's say, oh, I have to go order more fuel or compressed gas, and you're just running. Are a lot of your vendors in contracts with what you utilize right now?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. I said it might be worth looking at in the future.
And just so you know, Kathy was just appointed RFO 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
So she's learning all the billing things, but I think that you and I and Dave could work together to figure out what areas you could analyze and then need a little bit of patience on that. But I know you can. I didn't know you realized you were a franchise owner, but I never picked up on that.
Yeah,
Good
franchise
for you.
owner.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
So you come here and then would work with, like, your team would come here?
So our team is actually based out of Ontario, Canada, so it would be done virtually via Zoom.
Oh.
But I would come in person to present. Yeah, because I'm not limited even to just Columbus, Ohio. I have a client out in Philadelphia as well, so. Any other burning questions, comments, concerns?
Do we have to vote on this contract? What do we have to do?
I think we probably guys need a little time to review it, or,
Okay.
yeah,
Have we talked to legal about this?
no.
That needs to be presented.
Okay.
I have another copy of his agreement too, if you want to pass that
I
around.
sent that out. They all have that in the
Yeah.
email. Sent all that out.
Thank you, and you're very welcome.
Yeah.
There's also in that packet, there's a QR code that you can scan that I put on the folder there. Yes, that big one. That's gonna show a case study of 4 different city governments that Westphalia Mitchell as a whole has helped and has case studies for that, so you can have a proof of concept too.
So we'll have legal go over this. You can just, and it's in that email, you can just forward that contract to her about it. Right? Right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have to stay around for the rest of the meeting, or you can, whatever you want to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Traffic getting from here to Farmington. That way, you find out coming this way.
And then here's the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I tried 3 driveways or streets. This is my first time in this building.
Oh,
It's a lot nicer than the garage.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys got fancy desks and everything. It's so much more imposing. I was like, am I okay to go in there?
So prior to 2018, it was not.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when we moved into this building. But the old building was much older than the west side, so not in great shape.
all right. So next up is the pickleball courts on the playground on the west side. So Michael, from your point of view, where are we on that?
So I was here before the winter, had full of cracks that ruined play for both tennis and pickleball. But I still love them, and it's great to have them. Lines are functional over the tennis net, but that is not how proper pickleball is played. It's different size nets, both in height and width, and because it's made for the spaces for tennis, you could fit a court on either side because capacity is also a problem. There's often people waiting on that little and double the capacity. So I reached out to a couple of vendors. Total Tennis was the third one dragging their feet, who I just got I don't know, I found Schubert Tennis's. I've talked to people who have personal and run the numbers on these quotes like are large to me. I don't have your perspective for what's a reasonable scale. I would be thrilled to just get some lines put in so that we can have 2 pickleball courts. But if like there is money to devote to public spaces that are being used, it is like we have that space, but the space is not it is not upkept at all. It is not functioning well. It's full of cracks. So I think it'd at least be worth considering the proper resurfacing of the court. It feels long overdue for resurfacing and fixing all those cracks. And if that's not possible, I think a good temporary solution would be to paint the new lines. And then I found just through Googling, there's like a couple grants that we could apply for where government assistance could theoretically pay for up to 75% of resurfacing. That's a maybe, that's a question mark. And the application is due at the end of July, so any of that resurfacing with reimbursement wouldn't happen until like end of the year or 2027. So that if there's no funds, do we consider the full resurfacing? Because it's like a 10x scale in cost. It's like a couple thousand versus 20,000 for resurfacing. And then the one caveat I would add, if we are capable of painting lines on either side of the net court. A lot of players have their own net. I'm willing to share mine and bring that on the court and share it with the neighbors. But these semi-permanent nets, like used at Pierce Fields, or nets, that way you can roll them out if you're playing pickleball and roll them away if you want to play tennis, because some people still do play tennis there. And I mentioned that because if we are to paint a set of lines on either side of the net, I would recommend removing the existing. Feel bad for the person who does not have their own net that then shows up, and we intended to make this better for pickleball players, and they're a casual one who doesn't care about the net height. And they're like, oh, now all of a sudden I can't play if the lines were painted over. So that's one caveat I'd mention. If the township is willing to buy at least a roll-away net option, but we could get one for either side.
Do you have a cost on what those rollaway nets are?
Yeah, so I included them in the email. There's like the state-of-the-line ones that all the pickleball facilities use, and the ones at Thompson Park are like $2,000. Then there's options that are $400 that can be back there. Park in Reynoldsburg does that, where there's like a code that you can unlock and set up a net every time you want to play. So there's a spectrum there, and if I can give you a hard and fast opinion if I know the cost
Oh,
or
I think we would kind of depend on lean on you for that kind of.
around $2,000 that are the best, and then the best budget options. There's a $500 and a $1,200 ones that are $500 and a $1,200 ones that are still ones that I think will hold up to the elements and could be left outside. And they're also in that email I sent. They're also in that email I sent. I can forward those to whoever needs them to now or after this.
Okay, so I remember in the fall, probably just us two, was that a year ago, or was that last fall you came and first talked to us?
That was right before the winter. Yeah, that was in the fall.
I think we kind of gave you the indication that we thought they needed to be upgraded anyway, right? They needed to be resurfaced.
Eventually, yes. The problem is we don't really have the budget for the parks per se that would cover all this, but we do have some funds that we can to support something this year.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. When we were talking in the fall, it seemed like we agreed that they are old and could use new service, but we didn't know if there were funds. So when you emailed me back, we talked about just painting lines. I just wanted to give you all the info in case you could bake that in down the road, or look, maybe we explore the grant options.
Go ahead.
Now, when you was talking about the lines that's there now for pickleball, you said you would prefer to remove them if we're going to do two? Or would
Yes, that is both I mean, that makes sense to me logically. That's what I would recommend. And the guy from Schubert Tennis who came out, and I talked to him when he was there, recommended as well. Just if especially, I think it's a no-brainer if we're able to provide at least one net from the township to guarantee that there's always that option, because no one would prefer to play pickleball over that tennis net if they have a pickleball net option. And all the lines on the court start to get confusing. We already have tennis and pickleball competing, so if there's 2 pickleball lines and tennis competing, it can get confusing.
Did they put that in your quote, removing the lines?
In the Schubert Tennis quote, it is included in it. I don't know if it's listed as a line item, but I actually talked to Jeff today. The Everline quote, it is not in there. And Jeff also told me today on the phone that he should be able, if it's anybody in the city, he should be able to price match them on the quotes for the lines. Though his quote is a little more than Everline's because it includes power washing, which I think shows consideration on his end that he doesn't want to put lipstick on the pig. It's grimy. It's a rough and well-loved court, and I think it would make sense to clean it off before painting it.
Yeah, we power washed it a year or so ago, and it hadn't been done for years.
Okay.
It took a long time. To
Yeah,
power wash
yeah.
it.
And if we can't afford the power washing, he said he would match their quote for just the lines. And if I need to, rent a power washer and go
Have
out
a power
there.
washer, we can borrow.
Okay, yeah, I can go.
I love power washing.
It's
So
satisfying.
satisfying.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
So the difference is with Schubert, its total thing would be $22,000, $21,950, right?
Yeah, that's for the full resurfacing, and it was
And the lines, and the other one is the lines were 1,600 and the resurfacing was 24,000.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Sorry, this is
That's
it's
all right.
all new to me, so I gotta look up the same email
Yeah, yeah.
that you're looking at.
The only concern I got about resurfacing at this time, because there is a low spot in that court.
Yeah.
Water lays there. I think we may want to look at maybe doing something to elevate that a little bit, whether we put I don't know what's underneath that surface, if it's concrete or asphalt, but we may want to elevate that a little bit to ensure that we're not going to have standing water to stain the court.
Yeah. Are you talking about the where the puddles form on the side or the middle?
Yeah,
Okay.
towards
Yeah.
the building there.
Yes. Yeah.
It comes out there, about 10 feet into the court. It's
Yeah. There's a little. I wonder. I don't know how much how much of that is foundational, or if the resurfacing would take that into account. I did appreciate Schubert has he measured all the cracks and resurfacing this, and it won't guarantee the bounce returns to the state it once was if you put it over the cracks. I had more confidence in the Schubert guy, but the Schubert guy used to work for Total Tennis, and he said they do good work too. And I can, if the quote is wildly different, I can provide that as soon as it comes in this week.
Okay.
for the so $3,200, they're not going to do any crack sealing.
No, that's just their power washing and line painting
They
price.
got basic crack repair. And that's
Yeah, the cracks do, I live so close, I love having it, but it is a testament that I frequently, with other people who live in University View, drive to other pickleball courts, sometimes because of capacity, but even when it is open, because I sent a couple videos, dropping the ball, it just settles on the center line it's a dead, hollow spot. It's the exact center of the court where you're often aiming in the sport. It's less egregious in tennis, but it is. I mostly see the courts used for pickleball and that, wiffle ball, pickleball. When it hits those hollow, worn out cracks, it just kind of dies. We use it. It's fun to go hit in practice, but we drive elsewhere a lot of times to actually, when we say, oh, we want to go play a proper game and get our workout in. So yeah, and if, and again, I have no idea, it sounds like that we can't do the resurfacing this year. I can look into that grant if that is the case, but if metrics or whatever helps drive this, I can set up a camera and get numbers or get a QR code out there for people to sign up. Yeah, so the lines would be a huge win. I'd be thankful for them. I just want a functional surface perspective.
You know Morgan Green over there?
Yeah, I know.
So I would keep her in the loop and any kind of reporting, because she can get with a lot of those residents and create a larger voice too.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great to me.
I think there is an appetite to get it resurfaced, we just need to like figure out how soon we can do it.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it makes sense to do a lot of painting and then get it, I don't know.
I don't know, I just don't know where we're gonna come up with that kind of money to do that in courts, in the nets. Cause it's another what, $5,000 for nets?
Those would be, yeah, less like ultra durable professional solutions, but better than what we have now. So still a win.
With Chief Farley's push with and Trustee Jesperger with keeping people fit and measuring them, I think anything we can do to help residents stay fit and stay in our township is something I'm all for.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what the money scale is like or what it goes for. If it's toward like keeping people safe and alive and like fed, like that sounds more important than the pickleball courts. But if there's money that wants that stuff to happen, or money to delegate toward that, allocate toward that, these courts get so much use for how poor they are. Like people say, do you want to go play in your neighborhood? You're okay with that? We'll go play on those courts. Yeah, but we often go elsewhere. So the space is committed to it. It's the same for the space to not be. I feel like when you make that space, it's like, oh, it doesn't have to stay immaculate, but it's nice to keep it usable.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Do you think we have an appetite to go forward with looking in for grants and things like that?
I mean, I would think that this is something that would benefit, the community for sure. Just finding the money, and I know that is something that we've talked about, like in the budget process, maybe adding in a parks budget. That's something that would come in this next fiscal year that Trustee Jesperger is working on, because we do need. From beautification standpoint and stuff, we do need some upgrades to playground equipment and other kinds of things, and this would fall right in line with that. So it's just figuring out the budget line items and where that money's coming from. But yeah, I mean, I certainly appreciate all your work you put into this. This is great. And we have all the
Thanks. Yeah.
we have everything that we need. We just have to find the money for it. So
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you hearing me out. If it's helpful, I can shoot another, like I've given you the breadth, I can give you, like, now that I know as order in the short term, and then keep me posted on talks for resurfacing. I'm happy to help. The township has to actually apply for that grant through the Ohio Nature Works.
DNR?
Yes.
I looked at that, that one I was looking at, it has to be in new construction,
Oh, it has to be totally,
Yeah.
okay, and this,
so.
okay.
But what I suggest is you and I meeting with Schubert
Yeah.
out there and see if they're gonna do any of them cracks. If we can get some of the cracks filled and get the striping done, and that's this year, park.
Oh, okay.
So that would,
Yeah.
This is like when they redo your driveway and they like dig the whole thing up and then they re-pour stuff
I
on.
think this is just a coating that goes on, they power wash it, make sure it's prep ready.
When they
Oh.
do the cheap ones, but what about when they do the expensive ones?
I assumed that, again, maybe I need to look into the science of this. I assumed that they are tearing it up to some degree, more to the studs, just to get at all those cracks and lay down a new coat of the like tennis court surface and then painting it. But
I would
maybe I'm
assume for
naive.
Were you
24,000.
guys there when they coated?
Looks like it's got three different stuff.
I know it's redone.
Court-based, concrete-based, and then the sports coating.
Yeah.
It sounds like
We've had
they're
that resurfaced
talking about taking it down and rebuilding it
I
up.
think.
Okay, and is that,
That's Schubert.
okay, yeah, so David just pointed out that it seems like they're taking it down to the concrete and then
Yeah,
putting
because
on
they
2
got
layers.
10 millimeter vapor barrier must be installed beneath to prevent moisture related, and then the sports coating going on top of that. It's all part of their process.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, if we need to just mill that out and put a good course of asphalt
Right.
on it, if that's what's underneath there, and get it up higher than where the low spots are.
It looks like that's part of the bid.
Mhm.
It's got the 3 different crack repair systems they're proposing.
But so, Dave, you think maybe there's an opportunity for a middle ground where we work with Schubert to maybe just get some cracks repaired and new lines this year? Because I mean, again, I'd be thrilled if I just, even if you told me we got no money, but you're allowed to go paint some lines on either side of the net yourself when I left, I'd be thrilled. But if we can actually improve the service in any positive direction, then that'd be great.
Get something done.
Cool. That sounds great.
Thank you for fighting traffic to get over here.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, so I was like, I think I can fit in voting and still making it here. I was a couple minutes late, but.
That was number 2 voting. I got there at 6:20 to the Columbus Post Crash Care Safe Streets roads application.
I'm still looking at
That's fine.
Where we at now? And one of the representatives emailed to me this morning saying they was encouraged to apply for that again. It's monies that will help with intersections that have a lot of high crash rates, and so they asked if the board would support a letter again to mail
Great.
out.
We just nod our heads. If supported, we need to like, is that?
And the chair signs it.
Okay.
I'll send that out. This is something that's been out there for a little bit. I don't know how other communities are doing their celebration for the 250th anniversary of America. I haven't heard anything from other communities. I know Marcy's pushed it out. We can do a resolution to be part of this. Then after the resolution, we got 30 days to form a committee, and we have to have somebody with a 501(c) distinction to be part of that committee. So that'll put us into June, and the celebration's the 1st of July. I don't know whether we can get anything together that quick. Nobody knows.
The Celebrate 250 came out 2 years ago, and communities could start signing up 2 years ago.
I know Deborah's researched other
Right.
websites for other information. Have you seen any of this stuff pop up, that what the other communities are planning?
No. I know that the entire initiative, there's several different action items which you kind of touched base on. And then we also do a collaboration with a lot of other, within 30 days after passing the resolution, the committees are formed, and then there's no like end game. It's just a brainstorming activity as to what type of activities, events that the community is going to do to involve all of the other partnerships.
We want to get the designation and do stuff. I know that do we have, I have no ideas really of what we would be doing.
Even if you just use the
but-
logo on this time, I think we could still like use your talents in pushing it out through social media. The
Sure, I can
website
push it out.
I mean,
Yeah.
just using their logo
Mhm.
and push it out in however we see fit.
I mean, I think we would have to have some kind of event.
Right,
I mean, I love an event.
The intent and purpose was to try to, when I sent the email out, to get some type of ideas and start brainstorming with everyone involved,
And I think that
leadership-wise.
with the chat, don't we, I mean, we have a lot of them, but I did have the website up and my computer died, so I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here, but, I mean, I'm the president of a 501c3. If we need a partnership there with people with developmental disabilities, but, yeah, so I'm,
What I'm trying to establish is what it is, because the onus for me is to create what it was seeking when I sent this out.
right, and I think that we would be looking at, and this might be a great thing for, I mean, we're supposed to be representing different aspects of our community to help plan activities to celebrate it. So,
and you use your connections like with the website and your social media, and ask for feedback, and then come back to us in 2 weeks with ideas you have that you would like to move forward in being our, community affairs. I think that kind of falls right into your bailiwick to come up with ideas for us to
Correct. I
some
can.
ideas you have that you
Mhm.
that you could move forward with.
Right, I can come up with ideas, but the ask is for everyone as a collaborative organization to also provide some type of input, so that I can help develop what it is. So yes, I can come up with ideas, but, as I was talking to Dave, creating programs, creating events, that's not me. I communicate it. I communicate those type of events. Not saying I don't want to, but that's not my bailiwick to create events, create initiatives from the ground up. I communicate that. I develop the communication for that. So yes, if you want me to do it all by myself, I'll do
that's
it
not
all
what
by
I'm saying.
myself.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
saying that get ideas from people and then come to us.
When you say
in 2
people,
weeks,
you mean
that
residents?
things that everybody here, residents, that things that you feel like, of those ideas and suggestions that you get, what do you feel like you could carry forward and do, so we don't assign you something that's going to be out of your, not being able to pull it off, something that you think reasonably you could pull off.
I think that would be duties of the committee to come.
Right, that's what I mean, but yeah, using the committee,
Which
and then,
Deborah may want to be part of that committee. I mean,
Yep. Yes, sir.
So are there funding opportunities that come along with this designation?
I have no
I
idea.
think they expect some funding with getting corporate support or getting like sponsors and self-sponsorships, that their logo would go on if we, as a sponsor for the township, and that would be where the money would come from, is going out and looking for sponsorships.
I kind of equate this to a city becoming a tree city or a bee city.
Yes.
I think it's like a great thing, like Indiana was the 77th bee city in the country kind of thing. And so they can say that they're a pollinator city. So I think that this, is certainly something that would be a benefit, it wouldn't be no detriment to having this kind of designation. I think it'd be great that we're showing that we've been around for a long time, especially townships being like the oldest form of government. What we do with it, I think, is up to us. And like in my head, I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, it's already May. This has to be done by July, but it doesn't. It's just this year.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna be,
Yeah.
250 for the next year.
Right, so it
Until
just,
20,
let's form a committee, let's have that committee. I don't want this to be like something that we're throwing on one person. I'm back, from my recent vacation and I'm ready to.
kind of just like we did with the gardens and the beautification. I mean, there was a committee to help you come up with ideas, and then you took that and ran with it and started working with residents. That's what I'm talking about, is a committee come up with, collaborate with you to come up with ideas, and then what is it, something of those ideas that you feel like you can like accomplish? You know what I mean? And just, because we don't want to give you something that's going to take too much time and effort on your own part. So that's what I'm talking, is to analyze what the committee comes up with, and then all of us will come up with what you feel like you can pull off.
I do think this would be a great thing for our intern to work on.
Right.
And, you know, I think this would be a real benefit for her. And I also think with we already have all these people with the chat. Like, we already have all these groups and entities in the chat. So I say, you have the application done? Is that what your email said?
Correct. And I printed off a copy of the resolution. Everybody has a copy of everything that I sent back on the 22nd of April. And it would be very helpful when this type of information goes out, that it gets at least reviewed, maybe not a response, but at least reviewed. So when we come to the table to have a discussion, there's already some type of awareness of what it is. Because I feel that this is the first time a lot of everybody this was sent to is looking at it.
So do you feel like the committee can move forward, come up with ideas, and then at the next meeting, do the resolution? We can start working on it before we get the resolution going, right?
No, we'll do the resolution.
Oh, we're doing.
You got to do the
We'll
resolution
do the
first.
resolution. Good.
So here's the action items.
Let's do
So we pass the resolution,
Okay.
then we upload the America 250 Ohio Communities Resolution to Google Forms link, which
Okay.
they sent an email. Designate 1 to 2 from the appropriate governmental office, being one, I already said that, so we're going to leverage chat. Is that what I'm hearing? So, and then submit the names of the America 250 Ohio Community Liaisons to this person within 30 days of passing the resolution. And then within 30 days of passing the resolution, begin to form your committee.
Okay.
So those are the steps.
Great.
Let's move forward. Let's go.
I request a resolution of the Clinton Township, Franklin County of Ohio, supporting the Ohio Commissions for the United States signed semi-quintessential America 250 Ohio.
So move. So resolve. Whatever it is.
Mhm.
Second.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Chester.
Yes.
And I'll type this up and have
Okay.
3 days of signatures.
We're already having the rededication of the Veterans Memorial. It fits right in with it.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yes. And that is our next item. Can I
Yep, go
just
ahead.
move right into that?
Yep.
Okay, so just remember, please mark your calendars, May 25th at noon. We're gonna be out there. It's already starting to look better. We have a fence update.
It's on their schedule to do. They'll give me a day or 2 notice to meet them out there. The bricks are here. Get some good enough weather, we can start working on them, putting the bricks in.
Perfect.
They're a
Well,
little different color and a little thinner, but we can make it all work.
okay. Very exciting. And Deborah's been working hard on getting pots and plants, and I'm gonna bring over some hostas. We're gonna line the area around there, I think, so we'll talk.
And we still need to get the chips out when they chip the stumps. We'll get them out of there and get some soil in there.
And power wash the sign. or I just have to wash this out with a power washer. But, so I think that then we will have, Deborah and I are gonna meet soon and figure out things. I have Cheryl's cookies already. I have, Deborah has we're having the honor guard.
We are, he just called and confirmed.
Perfect, at noon, and hopefully we're having the people that got the bricks that will be coming out, and
Right, we'll be reaching out to everyone. I'll be crafting a letter and sending that out with, I'm not sure, Dave's signature block probably, to go out to all the individuals that ordered the bricks. And then, of course, the staff, individuals, veterans as well. So Monday, May 25th, it's a day that we're not going to be open, but it's at 12 p.m. It's at noon.
yeah, it is actual more. So, very exciting. It'll be a very nice refurbishment and addition for just rededication and making things look great.
Thank you for your work on that, both of you.
Sure.
I do have a request from a resident, Carly, who comes every year. She got a brick for, it might have been her grandfather. And so she had asked if Public Works can put the new brick next to where her dad's brick is. So like the family can stay together.
We can find which one that is. Let me know, let Omar know.
Okay.
So we'll know more.
Great.
We're
You're
ready.
gonna go over Macy?
Yeah, Macy Welch, who's our intern, she's gonna start May 18th. The rest of this week, I'm gonna be taking Friday off. I've been working half days to kind of decompress from all the events we had in April. Cassidy's gonna be going on a 2-week, I believe, vacation, starting, do you know when she leaves?
Next weekend.
Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting together a syllabus of sorts that has all the different projects for her to, for us to review, and kind of like a training schedule, so she knows exactly what she's going to be doing. She's going to be working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays only for her 24 hours, 8 to 4 each day. So that's going to work out great. And again, she's going to be here through, I believe, the end of August. And so that's of you in the past, and I can share those again to kind of give you ideas as to what type of content goes into those township strategic plans, that we would, the insights as to what our priorities are, and all things therein, budgets, projections, charts, graphs, pictures, about a 4-page type of plan. So I'll share that again with you, and again, I'll be looking for input as to what you would like to see that a lot of other townships, municipalities do. And it provides a great deal of information for, like I said, for our residents, even though we have, for example, we have the annual police report, we have the fire report, we have different types of snapshot of what that looks like, along with, again, looking at, the future, what's on the horizon.
The name of it, but it was one of my last classes that I did for grad school. We had to pick 2 and word. If I can find all my information, I'll send it to you.
And I'll send, I have a couple that I had stumbled across that it maybe Trustee Clark.
you'll
Dave,
send
I've
out-
shared that with you, and to give you an idea of what
So you're gonna
What I'm
kinda send
referencing.
us what your syllabus is, so
Yes,
we kind of know.
I am.
Great.
Also with flexibility, real quick, just want to let you know, I need some business cards in the lobby, please. You can give me a stack and I'll just keep replenishing them. So check that out. Light Ohio Blue begins tomorrow. And then we also have a recognition of Public Works Week coming up, and EMS Week simultaneously beginning next week. And that's all I have.
So, where do people get, like, I'm just gonna order it off of Amazon? Where do you get a, like, blue light bulb?
I got mine off of Amazon.
Okay, I just need to order mine. Okay.
Next day delivery.
Yeah, I have to get it up by tomorrow.
So just to read something really quickly about Light Ohio Blue. Light Ohio Blue 2026. Each day our brothers and sisters in blue continue to answer the call for aid to show support of local law enforcement, and specifically our Clinton Township Police Department, is to have your porch lights be blue. From May 6th through the 16th. They themselves do things.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night, okay. Other people, when you drive around, I know it's like popular with the Columbus precincts. A lot of the wives or significant others of the officers do like blue ribbons, all through the precincts and stuff. But things these days are not getting any easier. We just had a Columbus police officer that was critically wounded.
It's called light blue what?
Light Ohio Blue.
Light Ohio.
So since I've been on the board, I think we've celebrated this every year, maybe.
Yeah, it started here in Central Ohio, the history behind this. The gentleman that started it, people, and it has become a statewide project since here. When we started this years ago, when it was first began, they would go around Franklin County Children's Hospital, some of the hospitals during the holidays for the kids to see all the lights and stuff. And people down in Cincinnati, it's really gotten big.
So we have it on our social media as well. I pushed it out, pictures, and it's pretty spectacular.
And then we also have two of our officers going to Washington DC on their own this Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be in DC next
So
Thursday.
hopefully we'll get some good pictures back of them there.
Who's going?
Public comment? Yes, Joe.
Yeah, I'd like the 5 organizations, used to be a secretary, the TEDC board and all that, the health is finally caught up with me. I had prostate cancer, I got it licked, but I got heart problems now. They want me to get my blood pressure checked every day, so I come up here to the fire department, like I check in every day for, or even on the weekends, come there like I'm an employee for part of the day. Thank you, Brian, and your staff and that, and I'd like to thank the rest of the Clinton Township there, the Veterans Park of Walford. He does close there. It's kind of like a speedway like that. Sometimes I don't use the roundabout fare, so either if I'm coming east or west on, I cut over and get on either Sell or Case Road and then turn on Walford, turn there. There's no cars around there, and a short distance down to my house. Next time I'm looking in the mirror before I'm turning, they're right up on me like that. So it's a good idea to patrol that. I mean, it's only 25 there.
Oh, we had 30 cruisers up here in the highway patrol along Larson. People going through the closed road down there at Walford Cook.
Yeah, I
There
watched
was a
it.
patrol car sitting there, and then they, well, we're just trying to get to Cleveland Avenue. The road signs weren't connected, so we thought we could
It's
drive.
well signed, I mean, if they're doing,
I mean, there's a 4-foot drop down where they dug that hole and put that main sewer in, and your car's going down in the ditch, but that ain't knock your socks off.
No, backyard from that house, got a contract getting ready to get that done. Actually, he came over and talked to me, I was at the mailbox, I hadn't talked to him for years and that, I was telling him what I was feeling good, and he had his heart problems too, like that, and I got it right, public work, I see that, and I'm always going through the township, and you're working hard, got some of the best snow removal around, and that. There's a little saying there, I started at ODOT 6 months after it was a highway department. I kept calling, it's a transportation department. They go, no, it's gotta be the highway department. That sounds like a trucking company. Well, job well done. And if you need any committees, anything, I'm
Yes.
Noise resolution.
It's adopted, it's been,
You sent it to Julie, I haven't heard back if she got it to the clerk report yet.
okay, they may make some changes to it, so that's why I hesitant to send it out yet. If they don't make any changes, yes.
So we have to wait until, because I didn't think we had to.
Yes, the last thing that I checked was our attorney sent it to the clerks. We're waiting on the clerk to give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if there's something that needs changed at the clerk's office, they may have to do that, but we should have it. That part's been done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Sorry
just,
for a delay, our EFO is kind of, yeah. Then I have another appreciation for the roads department. We had one of those libraries that you can put up in the community donated, so they're going to work on putting it up in the park, written on there today. I don't know who that is, but
Oh, I just,
there's a sign in there that says Peter something Park.
okay.
I gotta learn that name so I can call it right, but anyway, they're waiting for the, lack of a term, Miss Dick putting it up for us.
so just a bit of information, May, if you saw the police cars, maybe when you came in all out today. We did an Operation Unity up here today that involved us, London Township, Perry Township, Franklin County Sheriff's Office, State Highway Patrol, and our main goal was the traffic around our area. Beauty Road was another complaint that we had, so we were hitting that. We had one robbery, we got in progress, the light was phone, and the bad guy takes off running into about 20 police cars that were waiting up here on Cleveland Avenue. So he was captured quickly. We had 2 stolen cars, small chases, recovered, all suspects were arrested. And numerous traffic stops, warnings, public engagements, but I'll have a full tally from the incident commander with the county, probably within a day or two. But we had all those, cars everywhere.
It's going till 10 o'clock tonight, correct?
I did receive one complaint about it. But you guys need to let that go.
Yeah.
Because he got pulled over.
Who got pulled over?
He got pulled over, window tint.
Oh, which one was that?
Somebody works in the area here, not a new employee here.
Oh, was it the Highway Patrol?
I don't know who pulled him over. He just said it'd been nice to have a heads up, and you guys need to push this out more so everybody knows.
Is he gonna untint his windows? Like, what's he gonna?
I don't know.
Dangerous for you guys to walk up on tinted windows.
It is. The biggest thing I know that they are going after now are the ones that put the window tint on the front around the city. But yeah, I mean, typically the window tint, as long as it's not too dark on the front passenger window side. Trustee Jesperger, I think we had talked about that. But as long as the back can be tinted, dark, but the front two no, and definitely colors and completely dark, and that's it.
The tint on my car windows is very legal.
Just get that out there.
I wasn't suggesting we had a legal tint, I'm just saying that I think we had a conversation.
They are dark, but it is legal.
Well, you're good.
Office, the last couple of weeks, I know it's overwhelming, but I've got confidence in her that she'll persevere.
And do we have any update on the zombie hunters?
What? And he wouldn't return my phone call, so Cody said he saw something that was coming up on one of the streaming things, so I'll ask him tomorrow.
Okay.
Because you have to remind me, because
Because I really want to do like a movie, I want to like stream it here. Some s'mores in the community garden.
There we go.
Right there. Yeah, I think that would, I think we should sell our townships on a TV show.
What is that show? What do they do?
It's where they rehab that house.
Okay.
And it's gonna be, now it's now listed for over $400,000.
Wow.
So I think that's fun. I like.
What street is it on?
it's on sale.
Sale, yeah.
Because
Where are
the
zombies?
Yeah.
They take like a rundown house. So it's zombie house.
They have
Uh,
they're
I think
showing
I'm
the
a
zombie
zombie
house
too.
flippers that they
Yeah.
have on. It's akin to that. They bought this house that had gone through probate and was in dire need of update. And this company came in, a production company, and they did all the work, and they added another, I think they added another bathroom, another bedroom, and it's gonna be televised, so I know that they're going to, but I couldn't get a hold of the guy. I left him a message, who was the general contractor, so I figured he might know, and he never called me back. But one of our coworkers said he had heard.
I just think it's fun and something that we should, you know, have a viewing. I mean,
When I was in
that's
Scotland a couple of years ago, there was a, saw you, and then you were like zapped, and you had to like rehab yourself someplace, and they were running around Glasgow playing
cool.
number
Oh my gosh, I guess all I
9.
needed to do was Google it.
Okay.
Really?
It's right here, yeah.
So you're the whole guy?
Tommy Har, was that the person's name? Tommy House? Oh, there's 10? Oh, okay, they're gonna be in Pickerington, Grandview, Blacklick, Plain City, Marion Village, Northland, May 30th. Okay, so we just have to. Zombie house flipping family business will follow local man, that's how you know, okay. I'm gonna call him. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. Motion to enter into executive session for ORC 121.22 G3, conference with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Yes.
Trustee Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go out at 7:20.
7:20.
Yellow.